Good afternoon, YouTube. Welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I am down on the floor of my greenhouse, and this plant wasn't even supposed to be in the video, but this is my plain old Ventricosa, and it's looking awesome down here. It's got so many basil shoots coming out, and the pictures look amazing. They're a good size, lots of them. Easy to picture this plant. I like it as a beginner plant, but you know what? It has just a certain charm to it. I think it's a lot of people don't like to admit how charming this plant really is, but that's why everybody has one. A lot of people have one anyways. And yeah, just really nice plant. This is my Ventricosa, and I'm sitting on the floor, and it's in a big pot, and it's a big plant. It's not a huge plant, but it goes up. But the reason I was down here was I wanted to give you guys a canopy tour. I always say I'm going to give you guys a canopy tour, but then I don't give you a canopy tour. So I thought today we would have a look up there at on my Highland section and see what's growing up high. I got my ladder in here to go up there, so I'm going to do a bunch of kind of cut scenes and find some cool spots and stick my head up there, and it's so much easier than bringing everything down for you to look at. Yeah, I don't know how many plants are up there. We're probably not going to get to see them all. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14. There's about 50 plants up there. But maybe we can cover like half of them or so, and you can see some of my stuff that, you know what, I don't even see very often. But it's neat. It's an interesting perspective when I do get to go up there, just like viewing the plants from above. I'm so used to seeing them from below like this. Yeah, I get to see what's what and what's happening up there. So why don't I get up off my butt and get off the greenhouse floor, and we'll go have a look and see what's going on up here. So I think some things are going to be really up close and personal, and other things are going to be really far away, just however I end up landing on this. We have Loei in front of us and another Loei here. My plants are under 75% shade cloth this year up here, and they're hanging about a foot from the roof and doing much better. Usually this time of year they're starting to look cooked, and I'm starting to hate myself for not putting up more shade cloth. So this year I went and just did that way back in like April. Here is a nice Singulana. Latest Trusmoniensis picture. And this is a BE Ime or Ime. Now basically Fancy Maxima. This is 3660 tag says. Beautiful Maxima anyways, if that's all it is. But look at that. It's a wicked Maxima. Try my best not to fall off the ladder here. Right beside us, up close and personal, is my Rob Cantley Hamada. Several pictures on it. I'm kind of having to twist my body here to get and look at this one. Moss looks good from up here though. Surprising. So everything is like automated for watering. I ran the main line down, and then I pulled off tees from that, and they all have their own dripper in them all the way across the surface here. I'm not going to unfocus it. You can just imagine all the way across the surface, and it's all watered for me. This little pot here is Deania. Tiny pot, but big plant. It hangs quite low. Excuse my messes back there. But yeah, it hangs quite low. Good sized pictures on it. It needs a new home because it's in my way. I always knock my head on it. There, and I'll try to remember to zoom you back out. Nice Vogellii. Coming along. You know what? That's not even Vogellii. That is a Vogellii picture. But what is this plant? That's not the leaf from Vogellii. Sergioensis. Look at that. If we look down here, we got a Sergioensis picture. Vogellii is next to it. I'm like, those leaves don't look right. But now I know why. So there's a Vogellii over there. Right here is Rob Cantley. Little one on top. Cute little guy here. Get out of my way. And then a bigger one down there. So this plant usually cooks, and its leaves go yellow so easy. Those blotches are from sun, and yeah, it's doing well this year. It's not cooking. I can never get more than like 3 or 4 leaves on this plant. I'm hoping that that's going to change now because these leaves look pretty damn good compared to what they would for the middle of July other years. And why don't we move somewhere else? Here is my Tenuous Plant. Now, I was talking to somebody when I was in California. They wanted to see my Tenuous, and I never bring it down. And I thought about actually bringing it down, but I noticed my flava has attached to it, and I can't. So that's not going to happen, but here's the plant anyways. Again, this is one of those up-close and personal shots to it, but not super huge. I've had it for a long time, but not super huge. It's probably, I don't know, an 8-inch plant maybe 10 inches. Blue drippers mean it doesn't get quite so much water as a red dripper. This guy here is my ultra light sensitive Fusca. Those are burns from heat. And again, the shade cloth is doing something. It's got some nice good leaves on it now, but yeah, slow growing and burned so easily. That one. What else do I have here? This is my spectacular, what is that? Italiensis? Here's a little guy. Do I have no Italiensis pictures right now? Oh yeah, there's one. Not the best. This was another example of a plant that would get cooked every year. By this time of year, it would have no pictures and its leaves would be burning almost like the Fusca over here. So it's doing much better. Very hairy Wistuba phalanx. So I don't know what that's going to end up being. Here's the pictures. It looks like a really hairy Fusca, but a nice plant. Here is a new Ime. The latest. We'll see how that turns out. Here is, what is that guy? Yes, that is my AW Grace Samila, which I think is just Alba. Wow, we're up close. I'm actually zoomed out. This is really how close we are. That's a weed. And this is my seed growing Naga. Got a nice bigger picture over here, if we can turn it around a bit. That's my Naga. They're very nice and dark. Happy with that. This is my Spectabilis giant form, or Spectabilis giant form. This is the latest picture here that I'm wiggling. They're good size. Definitely nothing like the other Spectabilis. And what else can we see from here? This is a hybrid. Here is my Fusca Sarawak. Yeah, I don't know if it's better to be up here or not, but I'm being tangled in Spanish moss. What else do we have? Here is my Spatulata. Man, I wish we could zoom out. I'm sorry. These guys are just in our face. Just opened. Turns like this very quickly, but I love them when they're bright green and freshly opened. That is my Oveta picture, because they hardly ever picture for me. Leonardo, not really liking summertime too much. Up there, kind of blotchy. If you go back down really slowly, I think I bumped the microphone while doing this, back down and back up. You'll have a Jacqueline in your face. And if we twist the pot, you can see the other clone. And this one always stays green with a red peristome, and this one is always red with a red peristome. Turning a little bit more. Okay, a little bit of breathing room here. This is a freshly popped flava picture. I have quite a few flava. This one is AW. That's a seed growing. There is a Platychilla. Boschchiana. I like that. It's a nice looking plant. I'm reaching here. Peltata. And back there is the reverse cross, the Hamada Robcantlii. What else do we have here? I'm trying not to drip picture fluid on the microphone. I'm getting tangled in that guy. Another flava. So that's a lower from a plant hanging. And these guys are uppers from a plant that is down lower. It's so sticky, it gets so much black mildew and mold on it because it's nice and humid in here, and so sticky. My McFarlanei. I'll zoom in for a second. The hair's under the lid there. I really like this this plant, this clone. It's nice and white. It's white and red. I like that. Zoom back out before I forget. This is my Highland Truncata. Doing quite well. I had one other Truncata that was definitely not Highland and definitely did not do well on this side. What else is in our face here? This is like right in my face. This is my glandulifera. Maybe swing it out a bit. So, as you can see up here, the pictures don't quite get trimmed as often as they could. Here's a couple Edwardsianas hanging. These ones are both AW. Copelandii is right here. And it's been, the water didn't run today, so this looks really dry. But if I stick my finger down, it's not really dry. But you know what? It's pretty hot out today. I might just give it a drink after we're done here anyways. And then it gets watered 3 times a week, 4 times a week if I'm not around. What else is over there? I'm not going to come back up for 2 plants. So there is my Paluanensis. And the name has gone Burkia. Yeah, they're over there. We'll slowly move you back up this way again. So that's what was going on up there. I think I can probably fit you up in another spot. What's this guy here? Poltra. There we go. Never been really impressed by this guy, but he's finally getting somewhere. I'm noticing nice leaf jumps this year on my plants, being they're growing more shaded and cooler. I bumped the temperature down in the greenhouse by a couple degrees this year. What else do we have that you're not able to see? This little crunchy guy is a Diatus pitcher. I wish I had a nicer one to show you up there, but I don't. Spatulata Hamada. Looks like a nice one over here if I can twist it. Good sized guy there. And yeah, let's see what else we can find. Sort of the back corner. I never get up this far. This is Miranda. It's from a few shelves down. It's everywhere up here. It's just kind of taken over the back corner. Shaded everything so bad. There's like no room for anything else. Growing in between shade cloth. Hanging off the rafters there. The bulb wrap's kind of coming down for the summertime. Oops, bumped the camera. This sticky gooey mess is Glandulifera crossboschiana. It's technically below me by a few feet. And I guess technically at my eye level too. It's everywhere. But beautiful plant. It's sticky though, man. This is the Glandulifera is in this one. My fingers are sticky. I'm looking here and it looks like I'm kind of getting an upper, maybe? No, an intermediate. But different anyways than the lower, for sure. And that one's not a whole lot different, but that one's a different shape. Oh, and look at this. This is how sticky this is. So I'm going to try my best not to touch the camera lens with this, so we're going to have to take a break. But yeah, this plant is just sticky. Here is my bongso up close and personal. It's Basil Shoots from the plant here. The Basil Shoots are looking very nice very quickly. And here's a couple from the main vine still. No uppers on it yet. But I'm happy with these guys as lowers, for sure. And I need to okay, I'm going to quit this for a second and be right back after I wash. Okay, back up here and in your face again. Although there's no pictures on this one, this is a Hamada vine. It's kind of gone crazy. This is my Lingulata pot. So I have a seed growing in here, a Borneo Exotics in here, and 2 AWs in here. And the AW plants just don't want to produce the ling, so I'm almost giving up on these guys. Yeah, and I'm hoping that some of the others will eventually replace it with some nice looking plants. Boschiana again. Nice looking plant. Can't really see it through there. Spectabilis. Looking nice. Those ones are just vining everywhere. We're just kind of getting into the vines that are the rest of the back of the greenhouse. And I just need to come up here on a ladder and like do some trimming one of these days and get rid of all the dead. But that is not for this video. And you know what? There really wasn't a whole lot back up here, so maybe I didn't need to wash my hands after all just to do it. This is Maxima here. Nice looking Maxima. In your face. I don't know if you like the in the face part of this tour, but I can't. They're just in my face, so they're in your face too. But yeah, I don't mind Maximas. They're really nice. That is Maxima 3067. So anyways, I don't think we missed anything with our tour. There's sort of the edge of the shade cloth and the edge of the plants. You can still see it's pretty bright. The vent is open. There's only one layer of shade cloth right there. And yeah, I hope you liked this video. And if you want to see more videos like this, make sure you subscribe to my channel. And as always, thanks for watching. Bye guys.